There we go. All right. Hey guys, it's been a while. Hot minute, little weird stuff, bunch of arm wrestling and stuff going on, but welcome back. This is Two Guys, One Cup. I'm Patrick.
I'm James.
And we got a visitor.
A special guest,
Yes.
Carson King.
Carson King.
Howdy.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How about you?
You know, living the dream.
Mhm.
Living the dream.
So we were wondering, why are we interviewing you today?
Because I'll be pulling for the Shield against Jake Randall at the end of the month.
Now, how did that come into play? I know Mask got to pull out, but why were you the next in line?
I think at the last Shield event, me and Jordan tied in points. So we had the same amount, and we flipped a coin. He won it. So he was the first contender, and now I'm the second contender. And because he pulled out, I'll be going against Jake.
Nice.
Awesome.
Now, you took this on 2 weeks' notice?
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
Yeah, but I'd like to think that you're one of those guys that are kind of always ready. So you're
Yeah.
always ready to bowl. It's not, you've been arm wrestling all these guys in Vermont forever. So it's not, the guy's not easy by any means, as I know. He sucks to bowl right. So
How do you feel about it, though?
yeah.
I feel pretty good. I think stylistically I'll be a good matchup for him, but I know he's wicked strong and very fast. So we'll see. We'll see.
Now, what are I think you guys pulled before. What are the outcomes normally like with the left?
He may have a win on me lefty at some point, but from the footage I could find, I have the most recent win at Lamoille this past year. Yeah, there might have been one before, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I have 6 wins on left on him.
So I'm assuming, how many have you beaten him right before?
I haven't beaten him right now. Well, my first tournament I did, but I'm pretty sure he let me win in the overalls in like 2021. But since then, he's crushed me every time.
Now, are you thinking in a 6th round that you might be able to figure out something, or I don't want to give away your game plan, but I kind of just want to hear it.
Well, I've been looking at the footage, and obviously I don't want to sound arrogant or overconfident, but I think that I can do like at least win the majority right, and then I think left, based on our pastime pulling, I should be able to win those two.
Yeah.
So are you thinking it's not going to be like a tactical match? Like, okay, I just got to win all 6 left and win 1 right. You're thinking it'll be more of a dominant.
Well, I'm planning to win them all. Would be good. That's my plan. I think though, as the rounds go on, it'll hopefully be more in my favor. But I'm planning on winning round 1 righty, which I think would be the hardest round. So.
Right.
Yeah, and you've pulled. What have you pulled this summer to kind of prepare, and what tournaments have you done?
This summer I pulled at States, where I did not very well. But then I pulled at Lamoille and I did a bit better. Let's see. Then also at Addison I did all right. I mean, I was going against some of the stronger guys in the class, but I think I've improved a little bit since then. And then I think Orleans was the newest one, and I won that one right and left.
Nice.
Did you win that overall too?
I did on right arm. Garrett got me on left. He's strong.
Yeah. I saw he just put the video up like a few days ago, so it was the footage. It's nice because he puts up the footage of everybody, and you get to see how everybody's doing. But yeah, what a scary guy who could weigh in at 154, huh?
Yeah. He's just getting better and better. I mean,
yeah.
So I guess that brings us into the Shield event itself.
Right.
September 28th starts at noon at the VFD in Morrisville.
VFW.
What did I say?
VFD.
I've been saying VFD the whole time.
It's VFW.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
VFDs are something I work on. I'm sorry. So what are you thinking about the lightweight match?
Well, I haven't seen too much of Burdock. like recently. I think the most recent thing I saw him at was I think Caledonia, like from the footage that he posted. And he looked good there. But I know Garrett's just getting like just progressing more and more. So I think Garrett will have it. But
Do you think Garrett's gonna win like he did last time, or do you think it'll be more of a dominant fashion from Garrett this time?
I think it'll be more dominant from Garrett this time. Just because he's been getting better and better. And his wrist isn't bothering him really much anymore. So yeah, but you know, Burdock could have been training in the mountains. We don't know. So, or at least I don't.
Well, yeah, of course he is. He's training with us burly Grizzlies. So,
Mhm.
but I mean, he won't tell you, but his left was pretty messed up that day. So I'm really hoping that he has a better showing. I don't want to give away anything because we pull with him.
Well, yeah, but again,
So
it's the same thing every time, right?
He
You're
would
always
never
gonna
say that. He
not
would
even
never
that.
say
Yeah.
he's hurt.
So
So
not even that, but
yeah.
Burdock's never gonna but we're gonna cheer for Burdock. We're gonna say
Yep,
Burdock's
yes, we are.
definitely better, right? And then they're training with Garrett, so they're gonna say Garrett's definitely better.
Yeah, we're gonna root for our guys.
Yeah.
But when I'm out of state and I am pulling with Garrett, I am always rooting for Garrett. So
Yeah.
Well, again, it's Vermont against everybody once we're out of Vermont.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
once we're in Vermont, now it's who's the best in Vermont.
The out of state boys don't like that. So we were at Aiden's tournament and we were talking about how next year we're gonna come back as all of Vermont team. And he's like, no, you can't do that. I was like, there's only a couple of us on each team and your team's huge. He's like, yeah, that's not how it works. I think they're nervous because we all finished pretty well. So, but when are you getting out of state?
I don't know. I mean, I was thinking about going to New England's, but I think it's better to prepare for the match with Jake now.
I would agree.
So I won't be going to New England's, which is too bad. But like I said last year, I'd like to get out of state, but I'm kind of a lazy guy, so hopefully I'll be getting to more tournaments at some point. But
well, Steve Fernandez is putting on a match he's putting on matches like every month. So I mean that is definitely getting down near Fishkill. If you can get down there, there's something going on almost every single month down there. So I know for the rest of the year, he's got something in October. And maybe November as well, but he did an Arnold qualifier too. Or he's got one coming up.
Yeah, he's got one coming up.
Oh, that's going to be the same day as the Shield. Sorry.
Yeah.
We watched the Shield.
So you're predicting almost a sweep by Garrett, right and left on Bird.
I mean, I think so, but again, it's just I don't have enough data, on Burdock recently. But I just know how strong Garrett is. So that's really all I can go off of. But yeah, I think it'll be more dominant than last time.
I'm curious because again, I've seen how well Garrett's progressed, so I'm not denying that by any means. What is Garrett ranked right now in the country?
I don't know exactly, but I think he's at least top 15 on both arms. I think for the
he is definitely top 15 right now. Both arms. He was like 15 or 14, 16, 14 on right, 16 on left, but I think he's gone up since then. After what was the last out of state that they pulled?
Yeah, no, the Virginia ones.
They went down to Pennsylvania. Maybe no, it was New York.
Well, he just had a super match against what's his face?
Yeah, he almost beat him. He almost beat him, dude. That was what a match.
That was a good match.
He should have won that match, but he got caught up in that strap.
I don't know. I'm excited because this time we're gonna see a heavy Burdock. So Burdock weighed 154 with Garrett like last time. This time I think Burdock's gonna be cutting weight to make the 170.
I think so too.
Yeah,
he looks like it.
So a heavy Burdock against a 154 Garrett might be different. I could be wrong.
No, well, Garrett's gonna come in heavier as well. He'll probably come in around 170 as well.
There's no way you can get that much weight on him.
No, he walks. Garrett cuts. Yeah, Garrett walks.
He does cut.
He cuts for 154. Okay, I didn't know if he walked around at 154.
No, he walks around heavier. We've had that discussion before. So, but I don't know. I think it's good. I think they've battled so much, and I think they're so close.
Yeah.
And in so many ways, Garrett's getting better in the hook and all that stuff. So it's getting closer, but I don't know. It's kind of a crapshoot for me.
I mean,
want Bird to win.
yeah, I want Bird to win.
I'm not saying
I
I'm
think
rooting
Bird
for Bird.
can win. If
Yes,
Bird
I agree.
executes the plan that has been set and does the game plan I think we plan on, I
Yeah.
think Burdock, this will be a different, I'm hoping to see a different Burdock at this turn.
Me too. Intensity wise, everything.
I think it's gonna be imagine a Travis Bajan, but from Burdock. That would be
Yeah.
hilarious. I don't think Garrett would understand. I think Garrett would be confused.
If Bird was shit talking.
Yes. Really fucking around in the setup. It'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
I don't know.
I'm
I think it's
right.
a good match.
Um,
Well, all right. Well, we got one more match too.
right. Oh yeah, the heavyweight.
The heavyweight. So we got James versus
Ozzy
Aussie
Dolly.
Dolly. So, which I mean, James is obviously going to dominate.
I know I'm gonna
It's not
win.
even-
I just don't know how it's gonna happen.
Dominate.
Yeah,
I'm predicting left will probably be, I'll give him 5-1 left. Right, I think it might be a little bit closer. I think he might get the first two. It could be wrong. Maybe I'll sweep him in the beginning. And maybe he could figure something else out. But I don't know. I'm pretty confident. I put the work in. I've been
Yeah.
around. I don't know how many out of state tournaments we went to this year.
3 at least.
3?
Yeah.
Every time I've gotten beaten by somebody, I've gone back and beaten them in a dominant fashion.
Ron Armini.
Ron Armani was not a dominant fashion. Much respect, but that was
you totally beat him.
yeah. I made that ugly. That was
You came back. You came back and beat him. So.
well.
And whoever that asshole is who keeps fucking with James at these tournaments, he can just stay in Massachusetts.
Oh, you're talking about my boy.
Yeah, your buddy. Exactly.
He hates me, but I think we could save him. You know who I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Do you know his name?
I don't know his name. No, I just remember it from Addison. So
Yeah, we just remember him getting flash pinned twice.
Yeah, less cocaine. Like less cocaine, dude. Like it's less cocaine.
I don't know. I think I understand getting angry for the sport, like getting hyped up, but
But when your old lady's like, he's gonna beat someone up here, like, and all your buddies are there and your teammates don't like you.
I don't know, dude. It's just, I think we could save him. I think we need to do like a group circle kind of intervention.
Oh, with like a sock and a piece of soap.
No. Understand like a kumbaya and a hug and like tell him like it's okay, you're in a safe place. We love you.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work.
I think he'd put his guard down. I think his guard's up.
Sure. And not let him take check drops before he pulls.
Could be.
Yeah, that would be good. Less trend, bud.
What do you think about the heavyweight?
well, that one might be harder to predict than the lightweight for me because I mean, you guys have pulled, right? Or no? Like
We
recently?
pulled one time when we were 14 and I got the video.
And
then
that's
you practice pulled once.
It was more we kind of grabbed up at Lamoille.
Yeah.
But
No.
he said he was injured, so I was like, okay, we just kind
I
of.
thought it was at the Legacy Shield tournament.
Oh, I did. Well, yeah, we kind of after pulled one time when him and Colin had a match, left-handed.
Yeah.
But again, after pulls don't matter.
Yeah, practice doesn't count.
Again, I do say practice pulls matter only if both guys are agreeing, like, hey, we're gonna go for this. You know what I mean? We've all done it at practice, like just to see.
Yeah.
Maybe there wasn't a ready go or a ref, like we kind of had our own way with it, but we agreed to it. But like when you pull a guy after a tournament and then you beat him, you say, "Oh, I can beat that guy," when you didn't pull and he did. That doesn't matter unless there's just a clear dominant, like you can just bust a dude's hand. You know what I mean? We've all pulled a guy where we're like, no matter what, like, there's just levels.
Yes, correct.
But when you start taking data from a guy that just had a super match, and you're like, oh, I can toy with him. Well, I hope so.
Right. Yeah. No, I get that.
But
Yeah.
I know I got heavy. I'm 250 right now.
Do you have a
Yeah.
pick? Do you have a pick?
Well, obviously I got to root for the underdog, which is James.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm surprised
Underdog.
you're that heavy right now. I mean, that's,
I got big, dude. I'm fucking massive. Look how thick I am. I'm sucking it in too. But
blood, sweat, and burgers.
yeah, I was eating good and clean and trying to clean bulk. And then like
It's too hard.
a month away, I was like, I just stayed at like 222.
Ice cream.
So I got ice cream, milkshakes from McDonald's. And I
Yeah.
was like, calories in, bro. Sam Sulek said it best.
What are you weighing in at these days? You were trying to gain weight too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I did gain up to like 206 towards the start of the summer, but now I'm back down to like 196. But yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go back up for this match, you think? Be as heavy as you can?
Probably a little bit. I mean, I'll probably be back up towards 200 by the day of, I assume, but yeah.
Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, but it's also tough because
Pop-Tarts.
when you gain that weight, you lose some endurance. Like it happens. It's taxes your cardiovascular. So you may be better at 196 than you are at 199. So just be careful with that. If you feel yourself kind of gaining some weight and getting taxed, just go back down. There's nothing wrong with being lighter, especially if you're faster.
I was wondering this too. Can a super heavyweight wear a weighted vest?
Why would you want to?
Down pressure. That is a real thing. If you cannot be moved, you know what I mean? If this can't happen,
You can't. I don't think so. I don't think you could be wearing a weighted vest. All right. Sorry, guys. The dog's barking. My wife's coming home.
everyone complains about
Everyone complains about the dog barking, but I don't have a full door on the basement, so
this. You could hear it.
I can't.
Um,
All right. Well, you know what? I have a question. What's your brother pulling? Is he pulling heavyweight, or is he pulling?
I think he would be in heavyweights by the Shield event, but there's a chance he could cut down to middleweight.
He could cut down, but does he want to do that? Like in the chance of you winning the Shield and then having to go against you again? Would he rather go into the heavyweight, like in a Vermont kind of, situation? I thought he was cutting down, so if he went out of state. But
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd be fine pulling him. I think just right now he's a little bit heavier is what I mean by he may or may not cut down, like whether he wants to lose,
he looks totally different. Like what a composition change. So that it is hard. It's hard to do that. I've done that. I've gone from 250 and now I'm around 200. Like that's not an easy feat. Yeah. Especially when you feel yourself getting weaker. Like it hits your ego. It's hard to do.
Yeah. I think now he's put back on his strength really, like from the initial cut. So that's good. But I think he's gone up a little bit from 220. I don't know how much. So it's just whether he wants to cut 10 or however many pounds for the Shield event, or if he wanted to go into the heavyweight, he could just chill at his weight he's at now.
Right. Yeah. Who do you think? All right. So who do you think has? I got a question. Who do you think has the best chance of winning that tournament in the 170? Because I'm interested in that. There's a lot of guys in there.
In the one that Garrett and Bird are in?
Yeah. I think Phil Austin probably is one of the best chances to win that division.
Dude, any one of them. Like, so you got Glenn. Glenn is a monster, right? That top roll, like, if no one understands or respects that man's top roll, they're already going to lose. I've seen Glenn beat way bigger dudes, and his head's pretty good.
Yeah.
But you got Phil.
Yeah.
He can make 170. Sean Tipper, if Sean Tipper would fucking train and cut 6 pounds to 170, Sean would be a real problem.
Yeah.
You got any other little guys on the team?
Well, his dad, your dad's on 170. Oh, not our team. Sorry, no. But your dad's in the 170.
Yeah.
And then you've got TJ, who I went back and watched that Garrett match. He totally stopped him. So TJ's looking really good. But
yeah,
I just don't know. Who do you think is like realistic?
Well, he's got some guys on Vermont Power that I normally don't even come to the Shield, which I don't understand why. Like, do you guys like hit them at practice? Do you tell them like, hey, the whole idea of practicing is the pull?
No, I don't know if we do that, but I think it like at that weight class, if Garrett and Bird are in it, I feel like if Sean Tipper's, at his best and at 176, I mean his hand is really strong. It'd be a toss up between him and Glenn, I think. But again, I don't know how Philip Austin compares with Sean Tipper or anything like that, but just knowing from pulling Sean.
Phil's nasty.
Phil's nasty.
Phil's nasty. If he can, it's how it is with guys when they're first starting is to learn like the initial go or like what to do in the setup. I think that's where a lot of guys have the problem
Yeah.
is the setup and on the go.
And I think he's getting set up down. I think that transitioning,
Yep.
well, arm wrestling is one of the big things for him. So
When he puts it all together, he's very good.
he's very good. Yeah, he's starting to figure out what happens when someone gets to stop on him. And that kid's gonna be a problem.
Or the hit. I think the hit's the most important thing in arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Did I lose you? Hello?
It doesn't matter.
Did he freeze up?
Hello? Can you hear
Hey,
me?
we hear you. So we're moving on to the 210 class, the tournament. We were just wondering who you think. Like,
Are
if
you
Colin doesn't
competing
make 210, huh?
Are you competing at the 210?
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm competing. Yes.
I would say that for me, I think if I'm not in it, Jake's not in it, Jordan's not in it, I think the next two people I think are you, Patrick, and I think Richard Clark.
Yeah.
But I could be forgetting some people, but I think out of Vermonters, I think that's the next. You two are the next two guys.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it just depends who shows up and what. Because
Well, here's another
Sam
one.
shows up and Jeff and Sean.
Mhm.
I have trouble with all those guys.
Jeff and
But everybody
Sean
will.
coming. Maybe Wade Roberts shows up.
Yep.
But I'm also wondering, say I want Burdock to win the weight, but say Burdock hypothetically loses and goes into the middleweight.
Right.
He's beaten most of those guys in the middleweight class.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So that would be interesting.
Yeah,
But I don't think you can pull. I don't.
No, you can't pull your weight class again.
Okay.
But you
Oh
can
yeah,
go-
because Jake pulled the heavyweight. Yeah,
Yep.
that's right. That's right.
Dude, low key in the back of my mind, I always think about this pulling out. So then Jake would have to pull two classes, like two super matches that day.
Yeah.
That would be not cool. Yeah.
And then I would show up like right as he's about to have his super match and be, hey man, good luck, you motherfucker. Just to be a dick. But
yeah, I mean Tristan, is he showing up? Because he's doing a lot better.
I'm not sure, but yeah, he definitely is getting better. Few things that he's still working on.
Yeah, that hand is so fucking big. Like
It is, yeah. Well, when I pull him, I have to be so high up to get anything at all, just because his hand's long, his arm's long.
I gotta grip him low, so
Yeah.
it's because I don't have your hand's way bigger than mine, but yeah, it's definitely that kid's gonna be a problem.
once he just learns that height is so overwhelming to people,
Yeah,
and he just keeps that hand straight and his posts,
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be over for a lot of people.
yep. I think a lot of people are. Yeah, they're just got to be stronger than him.
Yeah.
Right, but even if he can't roll that hand, he stays high.
Yeah,
It's hard for a hooker to hook somebody if their hand's straight
that's
and they're grabbing up. You know what I mean?
that is true. Unless they're like a Hutchins puller.
Well, yeah, but that's different. It's just a side pressure puller, not a hooker. And who's side pressured in the state? No one really.
Who has just side pressure?
Would it be Jake Randall?
Jake Randall.
Jake Randall.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Ozzy too, but
Yeah.
I think more so Jake Randall.
I was impressed with Ozzy's versatility against your brother.
Yeah, that was
that
impressive.
was there was some movement there where I was like, I didn't realize, and he said it himself, like James was saying, he was having a conversation. He's like, I've been arm wrestling for 10 years or whatever it was. He's like, I know how to arm wrestle. Like, people have to realize it. Like, I've been doing it for this long.
Yeah.
Wow. What was it? Is that match on YouTube?
Colin versus Ozzy.
Ozzy?
Yeah, I think it's on the Vermont Power YouTube channel. I think it's
Okay,
on.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
So my plan for this next one is to tape everything live. So I'm gonna bring my tripod, I'm gonna put my phone up, and I'm gonna live YouTube because I got enough followers where we can put this live on the channel. So I was gonna do all the super matches live, so we have this record of these like straight through nonstop.
Yeah.
That's my hope. I'd like to see more of that. We need to have, it's nice, it's cool that the Vermont Power and all that stuff is doing it, but we should have more points of video for that stuff, so we can
The more it gets out there,
the more it gets out there. And there's some really good matches that happen, so that people aren't seeing.
Right. Well, and again, when you post it out there, some guys that with bigger names will be cool and share the shit for you, so it reaches.
Yep.
more.
Exactly.
I know. I got my first official hater on Facebook.
What is it?
You saw it, didn't you, Carson?
On
Oh
Facebook?
my god. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yes.
made that post about me and Ozzy.
Oh,
It
actually,
was
yeah, I
like-
did. I think I did see someone.
I got. He's wrote 8 paragraphs and a paragraph per comment, and then waits a little while. Then another day he posts another one. And I think that means I made it.
I mean, yeah, you got a guy who
I have a legitimate hater.
Yeah.
I've never had a legitimate hater.
a guy who's a hater who looks like he eats like too much Humpty Dumpty potato chips.
I don't know. He looks stout.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I think he looks stout.
I think he looks fat.
But you know what I'm thinking? I don't know. I'm really excited for Ozzy. I'm very healthy, I'm coming in perfect peak condition. So I have no excuses. He's gonna
Yeah.
pull the best version of me. I hope he's been training. I hope he's ready for it's not gonna be the same match as Colin. Like if he thinks it's gonna be a quiet match and a very this I'll make every match take 6 minutes before we go.
It's gonna be ugly.
He better wear comfortable shoes. He wears work boots, he's gonna get fucking sores on his feet.
You're gonna
His back's gonna start hurting.
yeah. Get some Hokas. We need to talk about the heavyweight tournament.
Right.
Who do you think's has the best chance in the heavyweight tournament?
That one's very much on who shows up, but I think.
Yeah.
I mean, was it? It's Jake Thompson and well, if Colin shows up, I think, in which I think he is going to, I think he'll win it. But depending on if
Ryan
he cuts
will be
down
there.
or not.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Ryan Austin will definitely be there.
Yeah, I think if Colin cuts down to middleweight and he's not in it, then I think Ryan Austin and Jake Thompson always have great matches. So I think it'd be one of them, unless Eric Preston shows up, George Sheldrick, Big John. But they haven't really yet or recently. So
Well, I gave Big John shit at Addison. I said, hey, there's no reason why you're not coming to these Shield events in Poland.
yeah,
That's correct. He's a Vermonter, like
Right. And again, when I beat Ozzy, if I could pull Big John in a super match, that would be awesome.
yeah,
Because after this, I'm done with this fucking eating like shit bulking. I want to be beautiful again. So I'll just be like, I want to be like 198 and stout and just be able to beat the monsters of Vermont. But like my legacy plan is I want Big John to go.
I cut out again. Yeah.
He froze up.
Yeah, I froze up a little bit.
It's all right.
Might
We
be
can
bad
hear you.
now. Okay, cool.
You're good. So Big John wins and I beat Big John. And then Colin comes back and we and him have a rematch. And then I beat Colin. And then I got to call out Bill Sinks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be
progressive.
my goal.
Yeah.
That is what I want. But I'm also thinking about this. Say you win the middleweight shield and I win the heavyweight shield. We still got that match coming up in the end of October.
Yeah, whenever it's gonna be.
I think that would be cool too.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, I have way more to lose because then I look like an asshole. If Carson beats me and I'm the heavyweight champ and he's the middleweight champ.
That is correct.
It wouldn't
And
be a
if
good
Carson
look.
loses, he could still be the middleweight champ and he got beat by a heavyweight champ.
Yeah, no shame in your game.
Right. You thought about this way too much. You set this up from the get-go.
Yeah, I planned it out, that was that's my all me.
Oh. Real strategic. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, he thinks. Do you know who Vitaly is?
Yep.
Do you know he's pulling Georgie?
Georgie's Soronov, not
Yeah, the guy kind of looks Amish.
Yeah, the one who he just smashed Rivas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins that?
Well, I think Vitaly's way better at blocking a hook than Rivas probably is. But I'd be rooting for Georgie though.
Really?
right? That's what I'm
I
saying.
would be. Well,
I
just
think
because he's
Vitaly's
underdog.
Topol is gonna molest him.
I don't know.
Well,
That
it might,
so
but I'm gonna
strong.
be rooting for Georgie.
Well, here's the question: do you think who's better, Hermes or Georgie?
I would think Hermes, but style.
Okay,
So
Style's
Georgie,
so
yeah,
strong.
but you got to just Georgie came in this year off in one world, like, and now he's gained what 30 kilos. So he's gained like 60 plus pounds.
right. But Vitaly's a legitimate Russian bear, and he's been training.
They both
Russian.
are. I think they both are legitimate. No, Georgie's, yeah, maybe Georgie's Russian too. They're both like Eastern European, like.
Doesn't matter. Vitaly's officially training for arm wrestling.
Well, I think Vitaly's technically Asian. I'm sorry, because he's up in Siberia.
Yeah,
I disagree.
if
Well,
I had
that's
money, it'd be on Vitaly, but I'll be rooting for Georgie. That's the kind
Okay.
of.
I may stake Georgie. I would probably.
Really?
I like doing the stakes. They're kind of fun. Do you guys stake at all?
No.
Like on our
I
bet?
did a while ago, back when like Todd went against Corey and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I'm up. I'm like way up. I'm
Yeah.
doing all right. I'm having a good year with it.
Uh,
I would
Michael
stake-
Todd versus Gennady.
I have Michael Todd.
I will be rooting for Michael Todd. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Michael Todd has a better chance of winning this time. I
Yeah.
think he really dropped the ball last time. And I was watching him go over the Devon tape, and he made some good points. Were match in the middle with the press. And I think that his press is way faster than Gennady's. So
Yeah.
And he is powerful right now. Like, I don't know what's into this guy, but
Well, if he's being honest, that the reason why he never went inside is because his arm wouldn't let him. And finally, he's got that back, which it does look like
Yeah.
he's being way more assertive in the middle than he ever used to be.
I mean, him holding like Khalil like that, like, right? Camille, like Khalil Roundtree, him holding Camille like that was insane. Just holding him at the pad. It didn't even look like he was taxed.
Yeah, but now I have a question. Who's a better presser, Camille or Jerry Cataract?
You're a cataract.
I mean, they're kind of different, but I would probably go with Jerry just because he can
I'd
do
say,
it from
like-
ugly positions.
Right.
Yeah.
So and I saw that one coming that way immediately because I was like, well, Michael Todd can hang with Jerry Cataract, which has been in the game longer. He knows more things. I have
Right.
to say.
But holding him like he did and just keeping
Bro, I'm telling
rise
you, that
and
flop
progression
rest,
game.
if you're flopped and that dude's got the pronation synced and you're locked and he's at the end like this, it's tough. You're stuck.
It was insane. That was an awesome
But
match.
so we're all cheering for Michael Todd against Gennady. So I think if Michael keeps the hand, he'll be fine. But if you guys remember last time, Michael's hand was turned when he went in the King's move, and that's why he was rolled over.
Yeah.
But I wonder if this new pronation thing that he's been doing with Devon's lift and all that. And I think his pronation lift's stronger than Devon's is now, right? He went up past Devon.
That's what, yep. It's like
So-
180 pounds or something.
I think that's what he was really looking at in that match with Gennady and Devon. He was seeing how Devon's pronation, that's really what he was focusing on.
Yep.
So, yep.
What else? I'm trying to think of what other matches are on that King of the Table. It's Auden, Larrett, and
Oh, the Korean
Hulk, and then Devin
Yeah.
and Leonidas.
I think Devon beats Leonidas last.
I don't know. Leonidas is pretty fucking strong.
Do you think Devon's going to be a dick like he normally is on the table, or do you think Leonidas is his bro? It'll be a way different match.
I don't know. I
He'll
don't
be
think he's
messing
gonna
with them.
walk onto the table being nice.
Yeah, he'll be messing with him the whole time.
You think but I think it's gonna be way more friendly messing with like. You remember how he was treating Dave Chafee, or what was another one where Devon was kind of really pushing the Devon.
Gennady?
Gennady was,
Yeah.
yeah, but you know what I mean. I don't know if you're
Hermes is pretty bad.
Hermes, yeah, Hermes, dude. He was an Hermes had so bad in these first tests, in my opinion.
Well, he's like, I won the match on Thursday.
So, who do you got in the Auden Lorette versus Korean Hulk?
Yeah,
I don't want to say
I'm-
Korean Hulk.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about the Korean Hulk. But again, I'll be rooting for Auden because he's young up and comer. And just his hand looks really good. In the practice footage I saw, there were a few times where he was going into the King's move, so I don't know if that's like a plan to gas him out or He could have just been worn out, but we'll see. If his hand can beat the Korean Hulk's hand, then I think there's a chance that Auden will win.
I think it will. Yeah, he looks that last practice where he went and just kind of smashed everyone. He was looking really, really strong. That was insane.
I don't know. I saw him do that pronation lift. That was like a quick on YouTube, and now he's starting to look like he's getting shoulders.
Yeah,
he's starting to get the. I'm retarded.
He's starting to look like a man.
I'm dumb,
Yeah.
and I don't know the name of that muscle right there. But when I watched him do that and that came up, I was like, "Ooh, the boy is finally building muscle." So yeah, Auden Lorette. Well, let's go with that.
Yeah,
because they're our neighbors in Canada.
Let's go on, and we always want to see Devin win, but I think that left-handed matches.
I think he's going to smoke him. I think it's going to be a war of the first round, and then it's going to start fading.
Yeah, we'll see.
Leonidas got gassed by John Brezing.
Yeah,
that was an awesome match.
It was an amazing match, but if you're getting gassed by a 60-year-old man.
That's John Brezing.
No,
we're not just a 60-year-old man.
No, statistics. Let's just talk about age and numbers. There's no way a 60-year-old should be able to have the same endurance as a 26-year-old. But do you think that's where like the special sauces come in play for endurance?
Oh yeah, Leonidas doesn't have endurance as much. There's a lot of orals going on there. He is massive and he blows up huge. All those muscles. That is from gear. That's from oral steroids. So yeah,
I support it. He looks awesome.
I mean, yeah. Well, that's how he supports himself through YouTube through that. So
yeah,
kind of has to do it.
Oh, we should set up a Sam Sulek versus Leonidas.
No, Sam sucks. Probably sucks at arm wrestling.
I bet not, bro. Two chocolate milks and
Sam who? Well, nobody sees Sam Sulek anymore, so he's not even on anybody's feet.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm just still watching. I know. What do you think Jerry can do against LeVon?
What, November or December?
What was that?
LeVon, Jerry.
Oh. I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, a lot of people thought that it was Jerry and Alex, right?
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of people thought that Alex was just going to go right through Jerry, but I think the way Alex top rolls, it kind of seemed like Jerry was going to be able to get into his press because Alex can't get super close, and doesn't have that kind of side pressure with his top roll. It's a lot more back. But I think LeVon does have that side pressure and can cut people off. So I don't know. Again, rooting for Jerry, but if I had any money, it'd be on LeVon.
Yeah.
Why do I feel more confident about Jerry pulling LeVon than anyone else? Just because the reason, say if the refs allow Jerry to really get it cinched, you know what I mean? So the minute they hear go, Jerry's shoulder is on LeVon's hand. So now LeVon can't get to the press like he did with Devin. And then his only option is to punch sideways and do the drop. And if he can come through Jerry, it's over. But if Jerry can pause that and make him come to the back of the pad, where it's either a foul or he's getting his arm, which I think LeVon would rather foul. But in the beginning, he might work himself out. And I don't know if LeVon's ever been tested.
Well, I don't know.
So in the beginning rounds.
This is East versus West. I think it's 2 fouls done.
Oh, it's gonna be at East versus West?
Yeah, King of the Table is 3 fouls.
I thought it was gonna be a King of the Table.
No, I'm pretty sure it's East versus West.
Gotta verify this.
I don't know.
All right. I think we got practice started. Yeah, I want to thank you for coming on. We appreciate it, and good luck.
Yeah.
Much respect for accepting to pull the
job.
#1 middleweight in Vermont on 2
weeks notice. Oh my God,
that's cocky confidence right there. That's just
you need more chin underneath though. I think overweight.
Should do the Hitler for your match. Get in his head.
I'm gonna be pretty chill with him. I think I try to mirror my opponent normally. Like if it was you, James, there'd be a lot of talking. But with Jake, I'll just be, try to be kind of relaxed.
Are you gonna be relaxed in the setup, or are you still gonna try to do your sorcery?
Oh, I will be doing the sorcery. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, no offense, dude. If you start this going fair on fair grip with him and deep like that. I
Listen,
don't know.
my grip is always fair. The refs say go, so therefore it must be fair. I don't really know.
Right, right. Who, if you had to choose, who do you want reffing your match?
I mean, I
You
like
want-
Jay or Thomas, or I mean, you were a pretty good ref at Orleans, James. But I will say there are a few bad calls. I will admit there were some bad ones, like on Jake.
Well,
But
most of the time,
nobody
dude,
sees
I
it
never
either.
said go. Like when I was on the bottom, telling people, I'd be doing this, hey, center, and they'd
Yeah.
say go. I'm still doing that.
Yeah.
So, what was a bad call I did?
you called Jake's elbow, but I don't think
That-
it was off at all.
That elbow came on. I love
Are you
Jake
sure?
Thompson, but everyone knows when
I'll
Jake
have
goes
to
that
rewatch
King's
it,
move,
though.
he pops off the back real quick, gets locked, and then works from there.
I'd have to rewatch it, but
Jake's elbow was when Jake was pulling Ryan, his elbow was way off the bat. You can see it on the video. It was ugly.
I'll rewatch it and then I'll give
Yeah.
a
Well, his elbow was off the pad and his shoulder was below the table. And that's supposed to be a foul. So,
Well, no, they never specified that.
yeah.
And I wonder. I want to make sure we're really serious on the ruling.
that's why I told Ryan to ask if he has a problem with something, you need to talk about it before the matches.
Right. Well, this Shield event, I really want to be like, are all slips go to straps?
I
Or
don't know, but I would prefer that. Yeah.
Well, when I was out back, I asked a lot of questions last time. So just ask a lot of questions, and then if they do something that goes against that, be like, "This is what we talked about out back." And if they try to,
right. Well, I'm thinking we should get a hold of Richard Clark or Richard Gravel, sorry, before a week or so before this tournament.
or now,
Right. And just be like, hey, let's talk about the rules now before we get there. So if we want to change anything or we're not comfortable with something before it's the day of,
Hmm.
and we're wondering shit. But you know what your walkout song is gonna be?
I don't know yet. No. I will figure it out though. But
it's gonna be "Walk This Way" with Run DMC and Aerosmith.
I was gonna say that.
what's yours gonna be?
That was pretty good.
I wasn't sure if you're gonna do like a trolling song.
James should do MC Hammer "Pump" from his second album, Not So Known.
I think I want to do Can't Touch This.
You should do the Pump one because it was really awkward. It was like MC Hammer and like Speedo, like bathing suit,
I would do that.
and they get the video of it.
You should do the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory song when they meet the Oompa Loompas.
That's what I should do.
Yeah, that would be the greatest troll song ever against Jake.
Well, like I said, I won't be doing no trolley stuff because I don't think he will. But
What do you mean?
he gets pretty angry on the table.
Yeah,
I'll mimic that, but I won't be like
Yeah.
I won't be smack talking him. I don't think.
I've never seen an angry Carson. What does an angry Carson looks like?
No,
Can you give us your angry face?
I was angry at during the Jordan one.
When
Oh,
you,
really?
I was gonna say when you pull a
Well, I
mouse,
wasn't actually, but
yeah.
I know your thing. You were in that.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, awesome.
All
Okay,
right. Hey, thank you very much,
Thank you, man.
Carson. We
Yeah, thanks
appreciate
for having
you.
me.
all right, we're gonna bring the table upstairs and we're gonna
No, let's just do
do
it down
some.
here.
I want to pull out.
I'm not doing it.
All right. Well, this is two
You
guys,
guys,
one cup.
one cup. Thank
All
you.
right, thanks again, Carson.
Ozzy Dolly. Let's go, big boy.
We'll cut this out. Hold on a sec. I'm just gonna stop recording real quick.